get startup capital. We're hoping to do 100,000 in order to fund our processes, and we're going to be splitting it amongst marketing and operation costs. And that is Hive. That's it.
Thank you, Hive. All right. Great job, Hive. Judges, do you have any questions?
Can you talk a little bit about your go-to-market strategy, please?
Yeah, so right now we're doing a lot of the B2C situation for a free Chrome extension that will allow you to create a generic hive.email account, and then with a premium upgrade. And so as we're kind of reaching out, we've been reaching out into the privacy community and those pieces. We have some connections with, we've got a potential follow-on with Cisco, we got the cloud service provider, and we have one other company, Two Cows, that was looking at.
Yes, we can also talk to OpenSRS, which is a large reseller network of at least 4 or 5 million email boxes. So between that, we are looking at, we're looking at small to medium email providers.
How does it work?
So basically what it does is it creates a virtual email address. So right now we're using the Chrome Google Suite services, and we're doing an LDAP creation of a extension. So a lot of your other virtual email addresses create something that's permanent. It's always going to come to you. You can't get rid of it. And by creating an LDAP alias in the directory, we can actually create that alias that goes to you, but then it allows you to mute it and remove it at another time.
Basically, it's the email equivalent of using a friend to talk to another friend that you're not talking to at the moment. Davey, will you tell Johnny, who I'm not talking to, this? And it works in 2 ways. The interesting thing is this actually scares spam marketers. They refer to what we do as dark email.
Very cool.
How big would you say your market is?
Well, I mean, do you really have, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say, hey, we can just have like 1% of all the email. I'm just not going to say that. What we think is that we can do a very long-tail growth strategy with medium-sized ISPs, moving that forward towards a larger piece, towards an acquisition. But the phishing right now is estimated at $2.5 billion in damages a year.
So what's next after the Chrome extension? What's the next scale-up of the product?
Next scale up is actually support for other browsers, so going beyond Chrome. And then finally, mobile application, because a lot of people tend to use their email on their mobile devices.
And our next step is really going, our next milestone that we're really trying to hit is the white label solution, which is what our letter of intent is for. And then what that's going to do is that allows us to be on a value-added reseller. So when they provide a single sign-on authentication to Office 365, to Slack, to ConnectWise, to Azure, we're right there with those packages. So it's giving us direct access to a lot of those executive and enterprise clients right away through our reseller. And the other thing that we kind of found is that phishing actually, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Why Hive?
It's like a beacon, and it actually comes from the hacker term honeypot. It traps the spam.
All right.
And we backronymed it to Here's Your Virtual Email.
Thank you very much, Hive. All right. Yeah, Hive. Play us
I was
off,
gonna get
Joey.
some spam, but then I got Hive. Was gonna get my inbox jammed, but then I got Hive. My email is all right, and you know why, everybody? 'Cause I got Hive, 'cause I got Hive, 'cause I got Hive.
Yeah! All right, Hive. So, next up, we're going to have a New Orleans entrepreneurial panel up here. And our panelists are Sloan Miller, Executive Director of InnoConf, Haley Burns, Executive Director of Fund 17, Sabrina Short, Founder and Director of Nolavate Black, and that'll begin shortly. All right. So stay tuned, and then so after this panel, the teams that'll be presenting are Sensor Trail, Hospital Fee, and Road Race. So be prepared. Those 3 teams will present after this panel. You'll be using the computer up here